it's Shana Conradt from Make Me Hot Meals, and today we're making seafood. We're actually making a sweet and spicy shrimp lettuce wrap. So I thought I'd throw something kind of different out there, and you could serve this with rice, you could serve this with anything, but we're going to do it as a lettuce wrap today for something a little unique and different. So we're going to move to the stove in a moment, but right now I just want to quickly chop my mushrooms and onions, which we'll take over there with us so we can make our dish. I have a red onion. You could use any colored onion you want. I'm going to give it more of a rustic feel because of the way we're plating it. So all I'm doing is slicing the onion, and then as it cooks on the stove, it'll stay in larger pieces, but it'll soften up enough that it will work nicely in that lettuce wrap. And the same with my mushrooms. I'm going to slice them a little bit more thinly than I do at times so that I can take up a little bit more space in those lettuce wraps. For the lettuce, you can see on the plate there, we're using a butter leaf lettuce. You could use any sort of lettuce that is a little bit wider and more flat so you can kind of roll it up when you're eating it. And as with any leafy green, always, always, always organic. And so that is an organic lettuce that we have there. Okay, I think that we're good. So we're going to move over to the stove for now. All right, I'm going to turn her on. All I have in the pan right now is a pound of peeled deveined shrimp. I took the tails off, but you can see that they're raw. One of the silliest things that I see people do is go and buy a pre-cooked shrimp and then recook the shrimp. And so it tends to leave your shrimp really tough when you're cooking them at home, and you wonder why the ones in the restaurant are so great. But if you had a tenderloin at home that was grilled, I don't think you'd throw it back on the grill. So work with raw shrimp. They don't take long to cook anyway. We're going to put our mushrooms and our onions in right away. And then we're going to work with some of these other things that we have here. There we go. All right, I have some, again, organic carrots. It's another one of those things that I really suggest using organic. I bought the shredded kind because they're going to be really pretty in here, especially in that lettuce wrap. Okay, and to get our sweet and spicy, we're going to start with a little honey. That's going to be the sweet. All right. Here it comes. That's what happens when you leave it sit in your car. We're going to say about 2 tablespoons of honey in here. Okay, fabulous. We're going to do a little bit of soy sauce. My favorite thing that we're putting in here is sriracha. Now, sriracha is a red chili pepper and garlic, and they puree it up, and it's in this nice little bottle, and seriously, you could squeeze it on anything. It's great in soups, it's great in meals, it's great on salads, but you know what's even cooler is that these days, people are actually making really funky Bloody Marys with it, which is totally awesome, and it's also the only food that has crossed so many, lines of interest in food that it's actually written in 5 different languages on the label, which is super cool. So depending on how spicy you like your food, you can put as much in here as you want. I am a spicy girl, and so I've got a bit in there, but you could definitely tone it down. You can always add more later. A little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of salt, and cracked black pepper, as always. Now, what's super cool about shrimp is that they only take about 5 to 7 minutes to cook. So we're going to cook these on the stove here and come back, and I'm going to show you how to plate this up. So as you can see here, the shrimp have turned pink, and there's no more of that like kind of clear translucence. They're more white, and you can tell that they're firm. It only takes a couple of minutes, and we're done with this. And you can also see that absolutely divine sauce that we have. The mushrooms sweat a little bit, and they mix with that soy sauce and that sriracha, and this is just an amazing dish. As I said, over rice or even like Asian-style noodle, this would be fabulous. But we are going to keep it even a little bit more clean with some lettuce wraps. So I'm going to pull off a couple of leaves here. I have kind of like baby butter leaf here, but you could absolutely use like a larger sort of lettuce. And we're going to fill them up. Usually not so messy there. Sorry about that. And we're going to finish these off with a little bit of black sesame seed and a little bit of fresh chopped cilantro. You could always throw a little bit more sriracha on the top of this. But these are my sweet and spicy shrimp lettuce wraps. And again, if you're looking for meals similar to this, visit Make Me Hot Meals and have them delivered right to your door. Thanks.